Back on the grind, baby. What's going on, guys? It's Alex, better known as Cool Tricks on the Internet. Opening more figure, part 2 out of 3, presumably. So today, we got a Dokkan Battle exclusive. I love that my lighting is horrible, but, you know, is what it is. So we got a Dokkan Battle exclusive, LR Vegito Blue. Very cool, very nice. I've been wanting to get this one since it released, simply because that this guy right here, LR Vegito Blue, he's a top card for me in Dokkan Battle. And if you haven't checked out Dokkan Battle, hey, do yourself a service and play it if you like Dragon Ball stuff, because it's quite cool. Anyway, we have Mr. LR Vegito Blue in figure form. Definitely really rocking that pose quite well, I will say. If the lighting was a little better, of course. We'll obviously have better lighting once he's out of the package. I don't know why the box is so dark. Probably because the room and the camera, I don't know. Anyway, I will pull him out of the box and we will take a look, have some comparisons, have some enjoyment. See you when I see you. Oh. So here he is, first coming out of the box. As you can see, we have a very nice rock base plate, which is really nice looking. It has like a lot of stuff to it. I'm sure we'll see it pulling out, but it's quite cool. Don't really have many base plates, so I think that's cool. It's not just like a plain white, you know, spot where he's standing. It's kind of rubbly, which is cool. Anyway, we also have him disembodied, torso and legs. Looks very silly as he just punches like that, but you know, disassembly and all that. So anyway, I'll poke the holes in the wrapper and we'll pull him out and do the stuff that needs to be doing. So you want to see. So something I noted, and I've seen some videos on this figure, so I'm not exactly going into this completely blind. But something I noticed is that he only has one foot peg on him. And the base plate itself doesn't really like facilitate him kind of standing the way he is standing at all, which is interesting. I believe he has like a rock on the rubble where his back foot kind of rests, sorta. Kinda, I think it's this one right here, maybe. So, interesting, to say the least. Hopefully he doesn't, you know, fall over. It looks like he will, like, gravity dictates that it looks like he'll fall over, but I think, in actuality, he won't fall over. At least from the figure stuff that I've seen of him. So, anyway, I'll put them together and we will take a look, compare them to some sizes, yada yada yada. Okay, so I've assembled him. And he looks fine as is. Obviously no damage or anything like that. Just very weird the way his foot placement back there. He's not really like resting on anything. He's just kind of floating. But this peg up here seems to be extremely dense and quite strong to apparently just hold up everything here. I will say like his center of gravity is kind of closer in front. I think the fist is a bit heavier than like any of the other sections of his body, so it maybe balances out, I guess, Japan, sure. But yeah, he works, I guess, so that's cool. So anyway, I'll grab some stuff to compare him to now. Okay, so here's my little army of characters here. Mainly just wanted to grab some to compare to, both in size and in color. So anyway. As you can see, trying to kind of get this on camera, I guess I can, you know, he's not quite like humongous compared to something like a $120 Kyrka. I only paid like 30 bucks for Mr. Vegito here, so to be expected, but I don't really think the size comparison is fair since this guy's literally punching horizontally at the camera. So verticality, I wouldn't say, is a big gripe in my opinion. Honestly, I mean, this guy's cool enough already as is. I'll get into the kind of look and aspects of it that I like a lot about it. Anyway, so here I also wanted to compare him to a figurized figure. Obviously, this is comparing a figure to a statue, but I kind of just wanted to get the blue color a little bit more. As you can see, there's a lot of shading here.
Maybe the lighting isn't exactly doing this service. Hey, you're not allowed to leave. Yeah, I think the coloration is actually quite nice. Obviously, the sculpting is quite nice compared to something like a figurized figure, which is not a pre-assembled. This is a figure you put together yourself. So, thought I'd just throw that out there. And we also have Mr. Vegito Blue. Oh God, it's like an action figure brand, but I can't remember exactly what brand it is. But it's a cool one, 20 bucks. Comes with a Vegito blade, I suppose, so that's cool. And then in the back we have the Blood of Saiyans, or the Rage of Saiyans, Super Saiyan Goku Namek Saga. And they are actually pretty similar in height, which is kind of cool. So not too big, not too small. I think he is actually quite a good size, all things considered. And here he is compared to a manga. Please don't fall over. So yeah, he's pretty much book height, if that's anything to go off of. So anyway, guess we'll do a little rotary funness while I put these suckers back. Don't mind the fact as well that Vegito and Gogeta kind of looked a little bit silly. I hadn't posed them in a while. I actually had them in my box since I brought them home from school. So they've kind of just been rooming in one box, so that's pretty silly. But yeah, overall I'd say this figure's quite cool. Obviously it's a landmark, a icon to me. So I think that's something to kind of think about. And I think it's really cool regardless. Even if the posing, the look, everything is a little bit off, I think it's stellar. The only notable thing I will say is the coloration in the back seems to go a little darker, and I think that's thematic to the LR aesthetic. As you can see, the shading is kind of darkened in the image for an LR in Dokkan, so I think they're trying to capture that a little bit here, which works out. It's just a little weird because you don't obviously see him from the back, you see him from the back, so it gets a little bit silly, but I think overall, still very cool. Not a big gripe. It's not like you're going to be looking at the back of him a lot of the time anyway, so. The face, the fists, the muscles, everything looks really sculpted nicely. I don't have any complaints. I think he looks really good for what he is. So, anyway, we'll wrap up here, and we will have one more figure probably coming within the weekend or next week. I don't know. But I will catch you all in the next one. And until then, play Dokkan Battle, baby!